me to talk about when I
Yeah,
moved and
so I
stuff
mean,
like that.
obviously you lived in New York and then you moved to Phoenix. So then bring me through everything. What was your decision behind it? Obviously, like your job obviously was, but bring me everything
Yeah,
behind it.
so a lot of people they kind of like didn't know what happened to me after 11th grade because I had some problems with my family and I got kicked out of my house. So I was like going, like couch to couch, house to house. I never really knew who I was like gonna live with and stuff. So my senior year was crazy. I had like 89 absences in high school. When my a shout out to my English teacher, Miss Cook. She's like I message her all the time. Like she's so good. Like she just let me pass. She was like, as long as you're smart, like I'm gonna pass you. I know that you're going through some shit. So I worked like 45 hours a week when I was in my senior year of high school, and then I basically just stacked up about $25,000, and I was gonna move to California because like everyone usually does the New York to Florida or New York to Cali move. Like that's like the generic moves that you hear about. But my one friend was like, "Nah, bro, you should try Scottsdale, Arizona." He was like, "My dad moved out there, and he's like, I think it would be better because it'll be like a cheaper cost of living. Like you almost just going into the same situation, but with palm trees if you go to Cali." And I was like, "All right, that's a good point." And so I did that, and Arizona, it was just like kind of like going to anywhere else that you wouldn't really know a lot of people. Like I only knew one person. I got introduced to his friend, so I only knew two people genuinely. And I mean, I just struggled my first 2 years that I was there. Then I met one of my best friends. His name's Charlie. He's my financial advisor. And he got me into insurance, like life insurance, but I kind of sucked at it because I was like 19, 20 years old. And
Word.
people didn't want to people don't want to listen to me talk to them and stuff. They're like,
Facts.
they didn't take it seriously. But he kind of introduced me to the actual like game of like money and like what it could do for you. And it was like, yo, like he hooked me up with a job. I was a server at a Vietnamese restaurant, which was a crazy experience because I was like the only English speaking person that worked there.
Oh, did.
So I never knew what they were talking about or like anything like that. So it was I struggled so much. Like I got the orders wrong and shit. So they would yell at me. But like I made decent money. I'm not gonna lie. So I did that. I did like Postmates, all that type of stuff. And then
Word.
I had that license, the life insurance license. So I switched over from life insurance to health insurance, which is a much different game. It's health insurance is much more supply and demand. They don't care who you are. They don't care
Yeah,
how
yeah.
old you are. It's like if you know how to sell the plans, they're happy. So I started and I was a health insurance agent. And then about a year and a half in, I started a real brokerage. And that person that told me to move out there, he actually works for me now, and he makes around
Word.
$200,000 a year just as an
Word.
agent. Yeah,
Word.
so we built up a pretty good like industry or like brokerage in the industry, and I'm one of the youngest people that does it because when
That's